Buddy,
We
boys
are
are in the house. Got an early glockenspiel going.
Hi.
Oh, there's no sound to it.
It's very quiet.
It's very
I've
quiet.
received many complaints about
Again.
So I've dropped it, so it's just
Jesus.
a whisper, a careless whisper, actually.
Careless whisper. So we've got 3 cameras this morning, guys. We've got myself, Matty Boy coming in, Sunday Red,
Hello.
Monday Red,
Tiger Red.
Tiger Red. This should be Masters Monday.
That's what's killing me.
What's going on?
Did you see that picture? Someone's so desperate they took a picture of Tiger at the gas station somewhere.
I know.
That's what the world has come to.
Crazy, crazy. So we've got myself. I'll be answering some questions. We've got the Matty Boy. He'll be hitting some shots for us.
Practicing.
And we've got the screen.
Oh,
Love that.
it's good,
that
eh?
action.
I figure we can do a whole bunch of whatever today. Take some questions, hit some shots, do some tests, whatever people want to see. Like, we've got it all just here.
Absolutely.
Do it for a
I
couple
think that's a
hours.
good idea, guys. You know, as we kind of go here, let's do some impromptu stuff. Whatever you want to see, and we'll kind of get to it. We'll do a little bit of testing where we can. And
Sure. People want to hear about your driver, so we'll do that too. I want you to give us a little. I know you already did it, but take us through your thought process again.
Sure.
With the sim and matching shafty.
Yep. Happy to, Matty Boy. So I'm going to just start right with this. So a lot of people confused as to why there was so many shots from me on the scramble.
I can
So
clear that confusion up.
You'd had a lesson the day before.
Yep.
You were working on your swing. You also didn't have your own driver in the
That's
bag.
true.
You had a 10.5 with the wrong shaft. You were just putting something in the bag for a 2-man scramble.
So we had my driver gearsed up, although I've de-gearsed it now.
Yes.
But it
Yeah.
was gears dotted up.
Yeah. Which is why you were struggling a bit with the driver. You were kind of hitting some spinny ones. I mean, I was looking down at the ball speed on your driver. You were still like 172, 173 ball speed.
just spinning.
They were just spinning like crazy.
Now, that being said, you also hit a lot of good shots. So even if I had played okay, you probably wouldn't have seen me that much anyway.
I hit a few good ones, but you hit a ton of good iron shots. But maybe if I would be 19 feet, you might be 22 feet.
True.
You don't end up seeing your shot that's exactly the same shot.
true.
There was a lot of that happen with the iron shots. But obviously, just the way we done it was just to show one
show
of the
one
2
that worked.
shots.
When I was editing that, I thought every time I saw us hit, I'm thinking like we can get to like 12 under.
Bandit thinks you might need to go and see a club fair. Get this thing sorted.
I don't know any. Any
All right.
recommendations?
I don't. Fresh out.
Champion.
Okay, so some questions about how did Ian end up in sim?
Yeah, let's have it.
And the specs on the Monster. Let me go into that one. So I'm looking at the wrong one here.
There's
A
your
weapon
pal.
here.
You-
I done a fair. What day was it? I done a fair amount of testing. Last Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday. When Mikey was in.
Mikey was in for a little
Podcast.
bit, and probably done more testing in that little 2-hour spell than.
Then you've done it in a while.
Have you ever seen me do that much kind of tinkering and testing shafts
not
and
really.
settings and lofts?
Not so much, no.
So I've known for a while that I really like this RPG shaft. I've really liked that. I obviously quite like this Speed Zone driver for a little while. I still do like it. I'm still not discounting that I might use it. But the thing with sim is the toe weight.
Yeah,
For
it's
me,
good for you, eh?
that's key.
Yeah.
So A, I rotate the face too much, and B, I hit it in the toe. So for 2 reasons, going with a driver where you can shift that weight over is you get kind of dual purpose out of that. So
You also got great high launch, low spin numbers with that head.
I did. And the first time we hit it on a scramble, which we never recorded that one.
Yeah, our
I was
practice,
kind of
practice
like
round.
high launch, but silly low spin.
Too low.
I wasn't really hitting it properly, and then I made a little swing adjustment, and then it was good after that, wasn't it?
I mean, your ball flight looked great. You turned 1 or 2 that we still used, but
Yeah.
most of them were like a nice neutral, like couple yard fader, couple yard draw.
Yeah, the unusual thing for me with that one was the misses with that with a driver that day were actually...
Yeah, they were good.
They were fades, weren't they? Yeah. There were more blocks than... I didn't really get too hooky with it.
You didn't really hit any hooks, which is good.
Which is nice.
That's what you like to see.
I know. All right, what are you up to? You hitting just a few warm-ups, working something
up a little bit here. Try to work on my rotation as per the chunger. Maybe warm myself into a few drivers.
Just doing a little scroll through here, seeing what's what.
Yep.
Morning to everyone.
It's cold in here. My God.
You cold? Yeah, fire up the old...
I just turned I think the air was on. The cold air.
Let's see. Zachary has gone crazy from the lack of golf.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, I mean, it starts to hit home right now because the season should be starting
for a ton of people.
For us and most people in the northern sort of provinces and states and things like that. We should all be starting to get the clubs out.
At the very least, you'd be watching the Masters. That would be...
Yep. All right, let me get past the initial hellos.
Hello.
So, Atty boy, I was thinking with that list of courses we've got in Foresight,
yes,
we should start a little tour.
That's a good idea.
And start it with the Desert Swing in Dubai at the Emirates, and then we've got the Florida Swing. We can go to Innisbrook, and we can.
You have Doral too.
We've got Doral. We can plot a little tour.
That's a great idea.
And then we can create whatever the 4 best courses are. We can create 4 majors out of that.
Love it. You know what I saw in there? Down that link on your email?
Mm-hmm.
Spanish Bays in
Spanish,
there too.
Yeah, Spanish Bay was on that.
It'd
be cool to play that, eh?
Oh, great.
Should try that today. Download. I forwarded it to you. See the the link.
So let's do that today.
Do that.
Yeah, California, like West Coast swing, Florida swing, Middle East swing.
Yeah. Throw a little major in there, a couple of little players.
And then like a Euro tour for some links courses.
There we go, eh?
That sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Because God knows we have no other ideas for videos.
Fresh out. Have you guys updated the FSX 2020 yet? I heard it's a big disappointment. The graphics are so far behind the competition. We had a good call with them before sort of things locked down, didn't we? With the guys at Foresight.
The software team? Yes, we did.
I think sometimes it's maybe people forget that the size of the teams in these companies are very small.
It's not a big company.
It's not a big company, and they have to sort of pick one project at a time.
Yeah.
And they've really been working hard on obviously the hardware. Now they're working on what they call the workflow of the software. And then after that, the big project will be to upgrade the graphics.
So I think, the sort of their timeline is going to be they want to separate a fitting software from the golf software. That's next. So I think FSX. Remember we were talking about that?
Yeah.
That'll be a big one. But they said 2021 they want to push to do the graphics. I'm sure they're capable of it, but it is kind of a one thing at a time situation.
Neil is bringing devastating news that the Open Championship has officially now been cancelled.
Yeah, not even like postponed, they just said cancel.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. The timeline is obviously, but think about it. I mean, they play the Dunhill Links Championship in October or late September, so they can obviously play links golf late in the year. Why?
So they've
why
just
not
said
just
no.
play that?
There'll be no postponement. Interesting.
It's going to be down in South England as well, so the weather's better for longer.
Right. Yeah,
I mean, they obviously they know better than we do and stuff, but
hopefully get at least a major to watch in the fall.
Sucks. Yep. Austin is asking, Ian, USGTF, which is the Golf Teaching Federation, or the PGA for instructors, might be a better question for Larry, but figured you might shed some light. I mean, I think regardless of what federation or association you're attached to, try to think more about the person than the federation or the golf association they represent. Larry Chung's a perfect example. Not attached to anyone.
True.
He's from the Larry Chung School of Golf. So, and we all know how good he is. So,
true enough.
Let's see what else we got. How's Matt like those G4 4.1s? Mitchell's asking.
I like them a lot.
Loves them. Can you guys get a TXG Country Club on WGT? Is that game everyone's playing?
I was talking to Big Al about that, yeah. Yeah, we can.
Joe's in the house. Sorry I'm late. Did we talk about getting... He did play in a one-man scramble.
Yes, I heard enough about it already.
Matty boys, sick of hearing about it. Jerry, I know you're 15 minutes away, but we're social distancing, my friend. We are not allowed to see you guys. We'd love to, but we can't.
Love to.
That's a good question from Drew here. Ian, can you please explain the relationship between bounce, angle, and spin in wedges? Increase bounce, increase spin. Really good question, eh?
Great question.
Well, remember we done a video, Drew, maybe you can go back and have a look at on our playlist.
Yep. It's on there for
have
sure.
a look at the wedges, and Matt and I done a video on, generally speaking, all other things equal, a little bit more bounce will generally lead the strike to be lower in the head, creating lower launch and higher spin.
Unless it was the super firm turf.
Yeah.
And then I think we got more spin from the low bounce.
Right.
I think.
Because at times if you slightly...
I kind of was like duffing them, right?
If you... Because remember when Gareth was in and he was telling us that you want to hit behind it, you always want your wedges to be slightly, struck behind the ball. If you do that with a high bounce wedge, you're going to get a little bit more of that bounce effect.
Yeah.
If you can time the lower bounce, you'll actually retain more speed through the strike, and you'll actually get a little bit more friction from the additional speed. But it's a great question.
This is a great question.
It really is. What else we got here? John has a SkyTrack arriving today to replace his OptiShot. What are your thoughts on it as a home monitor? We don't really have too many thoughts on it, do we?
I have used the SkyTrack briefly once.
All right, how was it?
Seemed okay, yeah.
Was it, yeah?
I think for the money, I think that's probably one of the better ones. I
Right.
think that and that new Mevo Plus are the ones that are apparently supposed to be the best.
Touted as being good?
Within a reasonable price range. I mean, SkyTrack's not cheap. I think SkyTrack's like $3-4 grand, but
I like it.
it's definitely more affordable than one of these beasts.
Bryce is asking, who's in sweats today?
No one.
No one.
We're in our Sunday best.
We're working, Bryce. Monday's a work day.
Yeah, that was a bonus. You wearing sweats last time was a bonus day.
Yeah, because that was Friday, wasn't it? It was a non.
We were just hitting balls, and you're like, "Why don't we film something?"
I know. We were I was in to do a podcast with Andrew Rice. And I had no plans on hitting any shots. And Matty Boy was hitting a few balls, and we ended up just doing a little scramble.
I was hitting it so well that I figured we should we should do a scramble.
Some people are asking if you brought the ping driver in today.
No, it's still in the garage.
Still in.
I don't give up that
still
easily.
Under the stairs.
People should know I don't give up that easily.
No, you're working on your
It's
move.
the golf swing. I guarantee you I'd be slashing the ping too. It's not its fault.
Yep. When you guys were talking about Maverick winning the bracket, you mentioned a shaft change could help optimize it. Mm-hmm. Was that just for Matt or for everyone?
For me.
Just for Matt. Yeah, just for Matty Boy. You were really good in that Ventus Black. I mean, I think there's a reasonable chance you could end up staying there.
I would blame the golf swing slowly deteriorating over the last couple of months of just hammering drivers.
My take on the whole thing was, to be honest, you were sickened with hitting drivers. You hit so many drivers in a month period. Yeah. You got to the end of after that final and you went, please don't ask me to hit another driver for a few weeks.
Wedge only.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's fair to say, isn't it? You wanted to do a little bit of work in your swing.
It just would have been the wrong time to do it.
Ultimately, wailing at drivers is never good for anyone. You go to any PGA Tour event,
Yeah.
You will not see the best players in the world standing there whipping drivers away.
No, they hit a few and then they're done.
They hit a few and then they move it on because it's bad for your rhythm and timing.
And if they work on their golf swing, they use like a 7 or 6 iron.
Because you've got 12 clubs that you hit off the ground and you've got one you hit off a tee.
That's so true.
Why would you continue to drill in the mechanics of that one club?
Yeah, and it's totally different. Well, not totally, but it's a very different setup and everything. It's true. Yeah.
Lots of people still ask about Mevo Plus, guys. We've never tested a
Never
Mevo
tested
Plus. We would love to test one if someone has one that they want to send to us. If anyone knows someone at FlightScope,
This is the time to do it because we don't.
yeah, if someone knows
to do.
anyone at FlightScope, I don't know anyone
Yeah,
at
I don't know
FlightScope.
anyone
I've been a TrackMan or a Foresight guy forever, so
Yep.
I don't know anyone there, but we would love to test one. Ian, you can't make a club change and not tell us about it. Was it the driver?
Yeah. And the putter, really, too.
And the putter, yeah. I mean, what did I have in Orlando? I had
Putter or
sim
driver? You had like
and-
you had like an 8-degree sim.
What shaft did I take down? I think, no, I just had my BF in it. I had the Diamana BF.
Yeah.
Because
Or you might have used like a TZ5 or something because we brought a few. Remember we brought a few shafts down?
Yeah, I remember because I got Mike to put a TaylorMade tip on the.
Oh, you did? Okay.
The BF.
So you could loft it down to 4.
Yep. But it's good. I like it. I like it.
We will see you some today. That's for sure.
Bryce is saying, Matty, is the Maverick a little hooky cause of low spin? Yes, at times, Matty boy can get the Sub-Zero version getting a little bit swoopy just because the spin was dipping.
It was sub 2000. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in the bracket, your striking was so good with it though. So, but it's something that we may end up addressing with you as well. Is do you need weight placement in that toe the same way I do? I mean, because Maverick doesn't give you that option.
No, it's true. That would have to be a hot melt thing, wouldn't it?
It would have to be a hot melt thing, which again is another thing.
If I go with standard Maverick because it's less fade bias, yeah, I would say we'd do that for sure.
Yep.
All right, maybe I'll hit a few drivers.
Best high spin ball to get long iron spin up. Ooh, that's a good one, isn't it?
That's it, yeah.
It's a good one.
Very good one.
I like Bridgestone Tour B XS.
XS.
That would be a really good one. I would say Mizuno, but the Mizuno launch is quite low. So you need that launch as well with
Yeah, give you a
with
little
the long
balance.
irons.
It's true.
What you got on there? You got your.
I was trying to get these gears.
You got to get them off.
The gears
Are
nipples
they
off.
well and truly
They're on there pretty good.
glued
Those
on?
don't weigh anything, do they?
No.
Just leave them.
Nope.
It was such a great calibration. Let's just leave them.
Austin's asking, have you officially ditched Nike? You have been wearing Fairway and green most of the year, haven't you?
Clothes, yeah, fairway and green shirts. Yep.
Fairway and green in the shirts, G4 in the shoes, and
For
the
shoes.
the glove. You got a little G4 glove today?
I do. I'm saving it for
Oh, saving it for later.
This is my warm-up glove.
Nice. Can we get Matty to hit some Phil Mickelson lob shots? How is your flop shot game? Mine
Weak.
is
Pretty weak.
I'm awful.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad.
I'm junk. Well,
I could definitely use a practice. I used to do it because I was an idiot when I was younger. I just flop shot everything.
I know.
And then I think eventually I learned just stop doing that. So yeah, I pretty much never hit that shot anymore.
Yep.
It's not all that versatile for most people.
What else?
Busy, the chat?
A lovely invite here from Thane to go up and play at Royal Montreal when the crisis is over.
One of the oldest courses in North America.
Fantastic.
I think
Love
it is
to
the
do
oldest
that.
course in North America, actually.
Mark Crossfield says, shafts don't change strike location over the long haul. Over the long haul. Well, whether it's over the short haul or the long haul, they do. We know they do. Deflection changes head movement. So, and Mark knows that. I think sometimes with Mark, he says these things as generalizations. He knows the same things that we know because I know he talks to the same people we talk to.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a gear system, but he does have access to people who have Enzo and things like that. So he is certainly smart enough. Billy is saying, nice shaft, Ian, current bun blue. That's a reference to the Rangers.
Is it basically the same color as those lads?
But
That's funny.
So the Rangers colours are red, white and blue.
Oh, they're red too?
Red, white and blue as well, yeah.
Captain
But we are sort of oranges or other colour. That's the whole kind of Protestant side of things. And I realised I'm rocking the bluest blue shaft in the driver.
Yes.
2 orange shafts in the fairway and the hybrid.
And you're wearing red.
It's a full Rangers outfit. Why is that thing by Matty's hip? Talk to us about that. You're working on a little more clearance?
Yeah, if I had a face on camera, I would show you. I'm basically trying to work on, so Larry was getting me to get a little more into my left side.
Yeah.
Backswing. And I have a very bad habit of doing this very early.
Yeah, you get that little lean going sometimes,
Sliding / leaning, so I'm just trying to get a little more rotational and stay a little bit more centered, basically.
TJ is saying we need to set up an online scramble or game with other FSX users.
Yeah,
we do, don't we?
We'll message Big Al about that. He should be down.
Yep.
The Big Al.
Are we still using the PlaneMate? We haven't for a little while. No.
Not currently, but
I was never, to be honest, I never used it. It was Matty was using it for a little while. You were working some shallow and things. You used it for a little bit, didn't you, pal?
I did, for sure. Yep. Yeah, I still have it. Just haven't used it recently.
Connor's saying, hi Ian, I'm a mechanical engineer major with a dream to make golf clubs. Could you give me any advice? Make golf clubs, Connor. Honestly, that's the first thing you need to do is go get your hands dirty, make some clubs, befriend the people who can sort of help you, and if they're anywhere near you, reach out to them. Social media is you'll never get a better opportunity than right here, right now, today, to reach out to experts on social media. That's just
true.
a fact. Everyone is responding to their sort of messages and DMs because they have time. Normal life, we don't have time to do that stuff.
It's very true. If anything, I think people are happy to get the message.
Yep. I'm going to run through those. I had some super chats, guys. I'll come back to that, but I'm going to go and find a couple of these. Woods is 5'11" and grew up playing Ping G20 stock shaft. Mid-size grip, 2-inch long. Then just got into some Ping i500s, 1 3/8 long. Project X Jumbo. Question above. Woods, where's your question, my man? Where is your question?
Two-parter?
Yeah, these two-parters are tricky. Try to find it. Where's your question, Woods? Hey, watch Matty Boy while I find this question.
Oh, God. Do you want me to, it could be easier to find on there or no? On the other screen beside you?
Mm-hmm. Woods, your question is in amongst a million others. Struggling to find it.
Just re-ask. We'll see it. Pop it in there again.
Yeah, Woods, throw it in again, bud. Throw it in again. My only chance of getting is to find it at the bottom of the pile. Oh, Galvin red today. Yep, indeed. And we've got some Fairway and green red. We never even.
This is a happy accident.
Yeah, we never talked about it.
To be honest, I almost put blue on, and I was like, "You're wearing blue way too often," and then I put red on instead, and here we are.
I want to know how many people have considered the home haircut yet.
I've seen a lot of YouTube videos about how to give yourself a haircut.
On our feed, because that would be for
okay,
me.
So it's from you.
Yes, 100% for me.
Okay, that would be why I've seen it then, yeah.
I'm like, Tracy, you need to really start watching these videos.
I was thinking, like, what's the worst that could happen? You've got another month for it to grow in anyway.
I know.
Although you'd have to wear a hat on this channel, which would devastate you.
See, to be honest though, I mean, I kind of think, like, my hair's, you just kind of mess it anyway. I mean, if you cut a few bits
Are
long
you
and a few
worried
bits
about
short,
the top or the sides?
more the sides.
Just get her to clean the sides up. That you can't really mess that up that bad. You can't.
She
You put the guide on.
Told her to watch videos all day today.
Something to do, right?
I sent her 5.
So funny. Yeah, I think honestly, if it's a few more weeks for myself, I'm going to need a little cleanup too.
Yep.
Barber will not be open in the next few weeks.
No, I know.
There's
People
no
are trying to find the underground barbers, aren't they?
Is that a thing too?
Yep.
I can understand.
I guarantee people are charging $100 a haircut right now. Guarantee it.
It's like prohibition.
Yep.
Oh, $100 a haircut.
Zachary, Ian, I'm looking for the highest ball speed forward, but a higher flight than my stock M15 would. Oh, you're not asking for much, Zachary. TS2,
he knows what he wants, though.
Sim or Flash or other 5 would open up a degree.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think a little Sim open would be good. We've done a fair
Sim
bit of that.
Titanium is as fast as it gets. I
Sim
think.
Titanium is as fast as it gets.
Maverick, do they make a forward?
Freaky deaky you do, yeah.
That was quick too, but not, Maverick
Sim
was
is the
joke.
fastest we've
Like a
tested,
Sim was
isn't
like a
it?
driver, speed.
Sim, there's your answer. Sim 8.
Sim, for your pleasure.
Ian's mic is having issues. Matty boy, what do you think?
What are the issues?
I don't know.
Is
I
it
don't
popping?
know.
Is it scratching? Is it quiet? Is it silent?
Hold the bus.
'Cause it looks fine to me.
Hold the bus. Guys, 1 second. I'm just going to load up the feed on my own phone here. See if I can figure out what's going on.
Here.
I can't get the sound on that one.
Yeah, where does that sound go?
Musician is the best way to learn, practice,
to hell?
and master a musical instrument.
Hit a few. Entertain the people.
Hi. You've got levels, so I'm not sure what would be the issue.
It looks fine.
Let us know, folks. Let us know.
There's a lot of popping and crackling.
Oh. What's going on with your wire? Any sort of tension? Any folding, perhaps? Is the connection a little rough?
My Michael. Let's set it there. It crackles occasionally, apparently.
It could just be crimped.
Okay, guys, let me know if that is sorted. The Michael has intermittent scratching. Apologies about that, guys.
This drill is so weird. Like, I feel like I'm a kilometer behind the ball after I've hit it. It's very different.
So that is, do you know what? Some of the straightest driving days I've ever had have been from feeling like I just get a long way off it.
And sort of stay behind it.
Some of the best
because
days.
for me, it's like even the best swings I've made, and Larry's showing me, he's like, the best swings you made, your hips are like there. But when I hit it, it's like, from there, I'm just trying to save it, or I'm doing this, or I'm doing this.
All right, shut up.
YouTube.
YouTube.
You, tomato and
YouTube
cheese.
on YouTube.
You.
Super chatted last 2 lives. Adam is saying that he's saying in one last time, guys, he super chatted the last 2 lives.
Okay, we got you.
I'm not sure if he's maybe implying that we missed his question, which is unlikely because we almost never miss the super chat, especially not 2
Try
lives
not
in a
to.
row.
Does he have it here? We can do it now.
We're going to do it right now.
Okay.
7-iron speed, 99 miles an hour, ball speed 130, launch 21, spin 5900, dynamic 29, peak height 130, angle of descent 52. Question is, how high is too high for peak height? The short answer is you're always going to hit it high. You're just fast. You know,
I was going to say, isn't that about a 200-yard 7-iron he's
the
describing?
primary influence on making the ball go up is speed, and you have so much of it. So you know, that's not high by any means, Adam. That's just fast, is what that is.
Speedy.
You know, 29 degrees of dynamic loft depends again what launch monitor you're measuring that on. But peak height at 130 is not overly high. You peak you're a little bit slower than that, Matty. So Adam's 99 with a 7-iron, you're about 96 with a 7-iron.
Sounds about right.
You're about, what, 120 peak ball height?
Probably, it can't be more than that, I wouldn't
So
think.
Adam should be a little bit higher than you.
Makes sense.
Yep. So Adam, you're in a decent window, pal. I mean, you could certainly look at some golf ball choices to maybe get that down a little bit. Maybe AVX, the new AVX, maybe flatten that for you a touch.
AVX.
The Fat Man 74. Still in X24 hot. Not sure what that is.
Irons?
Yeah, been down for new irons since I found the channel. First 20 videos or so. You get fit into Strixon Z4s, 785s right before the lockdown. Realised I could swap Mizuno last week. I'm not sure what the gist of that question is. Realised I could swap Mizuno last week. I guess
Swap
that's GA
form.
Georgia Lock Friday the worst. That's a tough one to kind of decipher what you mean from that.
It's too early for detective work.
If there's a question in there somewhere, let me know. Craig is saying it's National Tartan Day in the US and Canada today.
It's news to me.
If only I'd known, I would have worn my kilt.
That's right.
Let's see. Has Matty compared his M6 Hybrid to the Sim Hybrid yet?
Yes.
And?
Not with the same shaft or anything, so I couldn't tell you, but
So far you like the concept? Bit heavier, bit shorter?
I would like to play this thing that you built, yeah.
Yeah.
The Ghost. Sim with the
Ghosty.
Ghost.
Matty boy's on potion duty today.
Yep. Strawberry kiwi for our
Lovely.
enjoyment. It's good, eh?
Aye. What's any particular brand?
It's called JYM. It was
JYM.
developed by some doctor guy. It's supposed
like
to contain
it.
a bit less chemicals and crap.
Do
How
like
much caffeine does your stuff have?
It has per serving 320.
Same as this.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the
300
standard.
on this. It's a lot.
I think it is a lot. Yeah.
Couple cups of coffee there. Straight to my veins.
Austin's asking, can they do a virtual open using TrackMan and Quad, do it live, a consolation open? I wonder if they could do like get a bunch of online users playing some tournaments.
They'd have to consolidate onto one system, that's for sure. Yeah, but you know what? Like, it wouldn't even require that much. It'd just be like tour players, go, pick TrackMan or Quad, play your round, and post your score. And do 4 rounds of it. That's easy enough to do, no?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do that.
Glenn is asking,
Jeez. Santa up there?
what is that?
Have I died? Listen, what is that?
Is Whisker up in the roof?
Oh my God. There's a guy up there.
I think Whisker and Bandit are up there.
There's a man.
Sorry, Glenn is asking, are there any Ian level fitters in Norway, Scandinavia? Yes. If yes, please elaborate. Mr. Tom Horley.
Horley, you picked
Our
the
boy
right
Tom
country.
Horley is in Norway. Tom is at Miklegard. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Don't look at me.
Miklegard Golf Club in Norway. So check out Tom Horley. His Instagram's great. So much good information, content on there from him.
Slide into his DMs.
Slide into the DMs like a bad man.
What is this guy doing on the roof?
I know.
Sounds like he's ripping the place apart. He's coming through.
Ryan, first time super chat. Love the channel, guys. We
Hello.
love you right back, Ryan. Connor, Ian, when you're fitting someone who gives you full control and trust, you trust you completely. What numbers do you prioritize in the fitting? Why those particular numbers? I mean, of all the numbers, so if we go over to the screen here, if I go over sort of in here,
Pull up a full screen.
yeah,
It's okay.
you've got your whole deal to look at. So it just depends where you prioritize, Connor. So which is your issue here? So if I take that last swing from
go
Matty,
to last. It's on average.
so we go to your last swing. If there was something I would want to change about that, which there's nothing I would want to change about that last one really. Face got it wasn't even really closed. It was marginally closed.
It's a little leany on the shaft as usual.
Yeah, leaning on it a little bit, didn't quite launch it enough, shut the spin loft down a little bit. Honestly, Connor, it changes so much, player to player. I wouldn't say there are set numbers that I look at. I mean, you look for the primary things like how is the strike, how consistent is the face. People say to me all the time that, I'm not a very consistent golfer, I really struggle to kind of hit the same shot twice. And then I watch them hit 6 or 7 shots, the angle of attack's the same, the path is the same, the variance is the face. So my job is to figure out how I can get that face to be as consistent as it possibly can relative to all those other delivery parameters. That combined with the dynamic lie angle, combined with the strike point is kind of where you find some really solid performance. Please fix Ian's mic. Tobias, we're on it.
I don't understand what's wrong with
I
it.
know, it's fine. This was an old one.
Oh, it's old. Okay.
It's an old one. I'm
Tell
gonna
us
get
what
down a little bit. We're not doing it on purpose, Tobias. What type of player fits the Kurokage XT for a driver, and what are some similar shafts? Good one, Matt. Shaft I've always liked, the Kuro XT. Full length titanium nickel down the shaft helps the shaft recover a little bit quicker. The faster shaft can recover, the more energy it can retain. I mean, it's a pretty stiff shaft, but it is very, very good on feel. Torque is a little bit on the higher side. I actually looking at some bend profiles recently. I considered playing it in a fairway wood for myself.
Did you? Yeah. Does
Yeah.
it come in like an 80 gram?
Comes in
70
like a, yes, I was thinking like maybe a 70X or maybe even an 80X. Good question, though. Good question.
Let me know when you want to come hit a few.
Ian White. Ian, I'm shocked the driver shaft and putter is blue. I know that you're being sarcastic there, Mr. White. I know you are. Right, let's see some good drives by the Matty. Attaboy.
Good timing.
Save a few of those good ones for
later.
For later.
I'm trying to look for ones where the launch is at least 12, 13, and the spin's up, because that tells me that I've rotated a little better and retained a bit of loft.
Dave Fogel is saying, Ian, have you looked into adding E6 and connecting that to the quad? We looked at it at the show,
Not
didn't
ready
we?
yet, but yes, we have.
We have looked at it. It's okay. I wasn't in love with the club delivery graphics.
I think pending giving that a nice look, it may be just a good solution for playing courses. I would say in the near future, well, I know for a fact you won't be fitting on that, because the new Foresight software specifically for coaching and fitting, you'll use that anyway. But the E6 looks like a pretty good solution for playing some courses.
There you
Graphics
go.
are good and such.
There you go. Mr. Long, Ian, thank you for the email and the insight. Lots of interaction with our YouTube members this weekend.
You've got a bunch of new members for yourself.
It's good. It's good.
Great.
Really enjoying it. Getting some good sort of stuff done with them. Actually working on a bit of a template right now for them, so I can ask some sort of better questions and get the key numbers, I think, and key answers to the preferences. That's also
great.
very important. So I'm going to have a little template in the next 2 or 3 days for that.
So something you can send to them. You know what we can
just
do?
go, okay, fill this out. This is your player profile. We'll store your player profile, and once we have that, we can really extract what you need from that.
When you're done, let me know, because we'll set that as an auto reply. So they send
Love
you their
that.
first email, and they'll get that right back and
Yeah.
fill it out.
I'll do that for sure.
Nice. Lovely. We've, if anyone's curious, we're We've passed our highest Patreon level by about 50 people now.
Wow.
So we're rolling, which is great.
Wow.
Definitely having a good time with it.
Whoa.
Straight.
Pipey. Very nice.
Swing slower, I think.
Hey, you're just smoothing a few of these.
Yeah.
Adam's asking, what are your favourite looking irons, past or present?
I'll stay with present.
Yep, go for it.
Best looking irons are Mizuno, both the cavity and the blade this year, MP20s. Titleist, love the CB's blades and the T100s. Who else makes a lovely iron? Srixon, 785, handsome. Miura's, handsome. Who am I forgetting? What's in that drawer over there? I think those Cobra irons are nice looking, those King ones that we tested. King pocket cavity ones. What the hell are those called? King Limited? King...
When did we test those ones?
You know the ones, P790 looking ones.
Oh, the Forge Tech?
There you go.
Yeah.
Forge Tech.
Yeah.
Those look good too. What about you?
This year, my favourite looking iron, I'm really enjoying my T100s, I have to say. The more I use them, the more I'm enjoying the performance and the look and feel.
I think that's important to qualify, like when you talk about what's your favorite looking iron.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're going to pick a blade because they look great on a shelf.
Yeah.
But like, what's the best looking iron that you would actually play? That's the real question.
I know.
Like, could actually play.
Yeah.
Not would, but could.
I know. I like those. I love the Miura TC201s.
Yes.
That's absolutely gorgeous.
Those are a gorgeous iron.
Some old favourites of mine over the last few years have been the Epon AF Tours.
Yep.
I love the shape of Epon irons. I think they're really, really nice.
Classic.
Matt is asking, Ian, what is your current fairway wood and hybrid setup? I'm using a Titleist TS3 in the fairway wood. Thanks, Matthew.
Can we get a poll of if we get
That's the badger.
50 comments, you have to get a new hybrid? Started by me. I know you hit it well. You'll hit something else well. That's Ian's hybrid.
Matt's trying to get me out of this my old flame.
Put a thumbs up if you want him to at least try something new. How's that? Not saying you have to get something new.
Do people want me to change or keep this old?
No. No.
Do you guys really want me to keep it? Do you want me to shut the channel down?
Do you want me to never come through this door again? I'd like to see you try something else.
All righty.
Okay, a couple more, then let's trade before I hit 1,000 drivers and I'm exhausted for the day.
All right, let me try and scoot on a little bit here. Tons of Skytrack questions, so we're going to prioritize
Why don't we
on
shoot
the
them?
Mevo and
Why don't we
Skytrack
shoot
stuff.
all those guys a DM and see if
We'll
they'll
do
send
that.
us one?
We
It's a
will
perfect
definitely
time to quarantine ourselves and do it.
What is better for consistency in strike location? The middle. MOI matching or swing weight match?
What? Like the middle of the face?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is better for consistency in
That's funny.
strike location? The middle.
Hit the middle of the face.
That's the best.
I think that's what you want to
MOI matching or swing weight matching? This is a question that
just talked
I've
about
been
last
getting
time.
a little bit more. Yeah. I tell you who's got a really good answer to it is actually Mike. We were going back and forward with someone on DM last night about this, and we've tested both. I think it has become basically a preference thing. I can understand that people do want to build, they want to MOI match their clubs. It's not my preference. But Mike has a really good explanation of the changes of length. So it's not half-inch increments. It's like 0.375 or 85 of an inch in increments. So for the shortest club is longer and the longest club is shorter.
So your set is compressed in length.
It's a little bit compressed. Not quite one length, but a bit compressed.
Interesting.
That might suit some people.
Maybe a happy medium. You're curious about one length, but it doesn't work great for you?
Something like that. So I think there's definitely benefits to it, and I love that he's diving into that stuff, because ultimately we may find a time where we want to go one way and we want to go the other. Right now we like the way we build for length and swing weight, as it gets us pretty good results. We're comfortable with that. Way smarter people than us are testing it and have found that standard swing weight and standard progression is fine. The guys at Ping, I've talked to them about it.
Yeah.
They're happy with it. They've tested one length. I know they've built multiple sets in one length.
Ping has?
Yep.
Really?
They haven't really seen any benefits to make them go down that route or even offer it.
Yeah.
So it's just, I think MOI versus standard length progression and swing weight, it's a preference.
It's a preference, and I think it's just something to keep an eye on, right?
Yep. Paul is saying, can I come by and bring the shears and give you a one live on TV?
A complimentary haircut?
No.
Oh.
I think Matty Boy will just get kicked off just get literally the screen just shut, the whole program just shut down. Oh, there we go.
Did it?
What is it doing that for?
Oh, it's because did you do that on purpose?
No.
So just quit Safari. It's still going though. Oh, my Safari. There you go.
That was weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
Ian is saying he's had a home haircut for the last 20 years. What a man.
Should be no change then.
Paul is saying, Matty or Ian, rock a solid Tommy Fleetwood flow. Now is the time. You're the only one capable of it. You could rock the Fleetwood.
Yeah, it's a long, awkward process to get hair that long, though. You got to look like a big dummy for quite some time. I'm not willing.
Jesse is going no haircut and full woolly status.
Woolly mammoth?
Love that.
Manly man? Sure, why not?
Love that.
This is in the wrong spot.
Okay, Andrew is saying, hey Ian, just wondering if there's much difference in stiffness between S300 and C-Taper. Yeah, very different shafts, very different bend profiles. Both stiff, but just very different in their bend profile. So how you load it will dictate how that stiffness performs. Again, you guys will be sick of hearing us say that, but we are seeing things on gears where certain profiles, if they are stiffer in the handle, react one way for somebody who loads it, and then shafts who are stiffer in the tip section completely react the opposite way for someone who loads it the opposite. Okay, let me see if there's any more. Jeez, can you talk about the differences? Let me pull this one up. Jason, can you talk about the differences, distance, flight, spin, when comparing more conventional wedge head, i.e. Vokey, versus a PM grind in the same loft? Can you do more PM grind testing? Well, we can do some PM grind tests. We've never done any, so we can test them at some point if the lovely folks at Callaway can send us some. Mr. Nev, if he can send us some, or
listening.
Brent, perhaps our rep, if he can maybe send us some, we would love to do so. But ultimately what we're talking about is raising the CG. When you raise the CG, you change the launch and spin profile. You also, very versatile head shape, very curved leading edge. So if you set the head open, a lot of people don't realize this, but when you get that beveled front edge, the idea is that the face always looks square no matter how open or closed you sit it. So,
is that why they do that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, most people don't know that that's a little design feature.
Huh. Yeah, because the Ping one is very curved at the front too.
Very curvaceous. Curvaceous. Bandit is saying it just isn't spring without the Masters. I know. Nothing is normal right now. Yep. That's for sure. Nothing is wrong. Do you know what? There's someone somewhere in the world right now who's been living at home, not doing an awful lot, going, I don't know what you're all complaining about.
This is normal.
This is just normal life.
I don't leave my house anyway.
Okay, you want me to hit a few?
Hi.
This is how far behind I'm. Bandit saying, Whisker, get down, we've been spotted.
We've been spotted.
That's good.
I'll try to catch us up a bit.
Jim is saying, is there a ball that is fast with a driver that doesn't feel like a rock? We think we might have found it.
Fast with
That Bridgestone Tour BX.
BX is good.
I love that golf ball.
Definitely fast and does not feel like a rock.
Fast as, you know what, and it is
Oh yeah, it was quick off your 3-wood yesterday or
know.
Friday, whatever the hell day it was.
All right, tagging in to my partner in crime. I'm going to go and try and slap a few shots.
Okay.
Oops.
Hope everyone's been enjoying the quality answers. Those will now cease.
And the quality golf shots will also cease. Ay, ay, ay.
Lindsay's watching the stream and says she will not give me a haircut. I don't know if
Never mind,
I don't know if I like that attitude.
Never mind him, Lindsay. Will you give me a wee?
Ooh, a little off the sides.
My hair.
Yeah, you'll lose your mind before I do.
Oh,
I'll throw a hat on. I don't really care.
I have lost my mind a while ago.
Here's your driver if you want that for later.
That's pal.
The folks will want to see a few of those. Okay, relax. Oh. Lindsay also says your mic is fine.
Thank you, Lindsay.
I trust her judgment. She's probably heard me screaming at the computer enough times about sound issues. All right, you're set up, right-handed. Okay. Let's see where you were here. We were just talking about one length. We don't have specific experience with the Forge Tech. We have separate experience. We tested the Forge Tech. Also, we tested one length, not together. Forge Tech irons good. One length irons, I don't know. Depends on yourself. So Blake says that he switches almost every round between 4 or 5 different sets of irons, driver heads, settings, putters, etc.
Attaboy.
It affects his consistency. Can you help me set some ground rules? I would love to. Blake,
Stop it.
Stop doing that.
Here's the ground rules you need.
Stop, stop, stop. Don't do that. One change a month. How's that for a ground rule?
Join our YouTube membership and we'll help you figure out
There you go.
which one is best.
Here's Ian loosening up over there.
Left-handed
Some
swing.
lefty swings.
Oh. Let's see the lefty
The
swing.
number
down
of requests for us to play opposite-handed.
not going to happen. They'd be as well stopping. It's not going to happen.
You don't want to
There's no way I'm playing around left-handed.
Why?
It would be terrible. It would be the
course it
worst
would.
viewing of all time.
Oh, that's true.
It would be funny for 2 holes and then people would be like, this sucks.
That's true. I'm not making a whole video of that.
We can maybe do it for like a 3-hole challenge. How about that?
That seems like a great compromise. He's very reasonable today. Enjoy it. What else do you guys want to ask? All right.
Leave the back door open.
Albert is a big fan of the channel. He's been wanting to try the new Bridgestone Tour Ball. Okay, yeah. My swing speed is slightly higher than 105. No, Albert, you don't want to play an RX. You want to play the BX. Very unlikely that a softer ball would help you with anything except marshmallowing at impact for your enjoyment. Okay.
So wee mini warm up.
Loose as a goose. On the loose.
Steal this wee badger.
All right. What are some of the heavier fairway wood heads? You know what? Let's let Ian practice. I will weigh some for you. How's that? Okay. When I weigh these, it's okay not to do them with a sleeve. I'll just pop them on the scale.
Yeah.
All right, TS3.
The sleeve is going to be on average between 6 and 10 grams.
Okay. TS3, 201 grams. TS2, 205 grams. Callaway. Callaway I can't do because it has a thing on it, doesn't it? Will that screw it up?
What's that, the Club Connects?
Yeah, it doesn't
It'll
weigh
be
much, by the way.
Yeah, no.
All right, well, that probably weighs 2 grams, so take this for what it is. The thing is, like, the Callaway does have a sleeve on it because it's bonded. So I don't know how you can... That's saying 221, but obviously that's not.
I mean, standard
this-
head weight's going to be like 216, 217.
Even without this thing?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so that would be, what's that?
This is a Maverick Sub-Zero. So like the other ones don't have anything here, obviously, right?
Correct.
This is the only one with a...
Yeah.
Okay, so take that for what it's worth.
Yep.
TaylorMade will be the same kind of thing because it has a neck, standard sim weighs, oh Jesus, that's a 5-wood. Would a 5-wood and a 3-wood weigh a different amount?
Yep.
Okay, so I better not do that then.
5-wood heads start to get a little heavier.
Okay, sim titanium with a sleeve
220.
is, so Callaway Maverick was 221 with a sleeve, sim is 220 exactly, so those two weigh about the same. So far, no one is heavier than anyone else, if that's what I'm kind of finding so far. Actually, I lied. So a Ping G410 LST, because it has no sleeve on it, looks like it weighs about 6-7 grams more than those other ones. Take that for what it's worth. Anyone else remaining here? Who else we got in the drawer? No one there. A Cobra? Okay. Last but not least, Cobra weighs 209.
Matty boy, see if the guys want to if there are any videos specifically on any course management things
Oh, okay.
they want us to kind of touch on today.
I'm going to ask people to leave that in the comments, not the chat, though.
Okay.
So we'll get lost. So guys, leave in the comment section below the video. You may have to wait till the video's over. I'm not sure. Let us know what kind of course management or on-course related videos you'd like to see, because we have a million courses and we have ourselves and we can film a whole bunch of that stuff. So what are you warming up with?
Just a little gap wedge, a little 125er.
The gappers. All right. Masters has been rescheduled for the fall.
Officially or
breaking
unofficially?
I'm not sure. So look at that later.
I like it. Hope it is.
Adam's asking, what is the iron set I most wish was made in lefty? That's a good question. Probably Mizuno
Yeah.
MMCs.
It's a good question, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, would you like to play that one?
If MMCs were available, I would probably have at least tried those with a blade combo set.
But realistically, I mean, you're not unhappy by any means, are you?
I wouldn't replace them. I'm just saying if there was
Yeah.
one that I would have added to my list, it would be that.
Yep.
No, I'm not looking. I don't feel that I've been shortchanged. That is for damn sure. All right. Mark's asking about the Ben Hogan Ptx Pros. Mark, we thought they were great. We have a review on our channel. It is the prior model, but I would assume that the new model is nothing but improved, or at least as good. New member, Tobias. Welcome, Tobias.
Yes.
Welcome. Are EI curves available to the general public? Not generally.
Nope.
You will see them sometimes, but generally no. We have an industry access to certain ones that we sometimes can share with you guys, but no, not public. TJ's asking about getting a putter fitting with GC Quad.
Nope.
Ian says no, use Quintic. Putting lesson maybe, putter fitting no.
Yeah, definitely not.
Couple thumbs up for the new Hybrido. Oh, there's a lot of thumbs up here.
Oh, come on.
Oh, there's tons.
What? No. Are you lying?
No, I swear to you. Dude,
Why would they say that?
Literally, it's the chat.
Pass me my hybrid, someone. Let me hit some shots of this thing.
No.
Where is it?
Oh, you're not getting it.
Come on.
People have spoken. Get out of here.
Come on, friends.
Go away. Keep your distance. That's enough thumbs up that you have to at least try something. The people have spoken. The people have spoken. Ian and Matt, have you ever picked a club or shaft for its looks instead of its performance? Shaft, definitely not. Club, maybe a putter. Fairway wood, maybe. They're asking if you would try a few hybrids live.
No.
No.
I'm over here sulking.
You pissed him off. Let him come to terms with the fact that he has to try a new hybrid first. Plus, we need ideas for videos, so that can be one. All right. Ben is asking, he was fit into T100s with rifle 5.5. Finds the pitching wedge a little light. Is that due to the descending weight configuration? Should he replace that shaft? Should he look at something else?
You know, descending weight's just in my opinion, is not a good way for the average player to go about it. I think it's okay if maybe you're in some light stuff, if you need light products anyway. So if you're building some parallel shafts, 40, 50, 60 grammars,
Aye.
not a big deal to retain that weight. You probably benefit from going lighter anyway. But over that, constant weight or ascending is a better way to go.
Okay. Ben, hope that helps, pal. Unfortunately, it sounds like it means reshafting your irons, but that is what will help. Okay, so the news is that 3 of the 4 majors have been rescheduled.
Come on, Open Championship.
Yeah, so, I mean, the Open would follow suit, you would think eventually, no?
Who knows?
Ryan's asking about radar-based systems indoors.
Struggle.
Yep. So Ryan
Struggle.
says he's seen some weird spin readings. That is possible.
Well,
and
you
common.
can tell the guys you've been practicing on one most of the winter, haven't
Yeah. So, like, I mean, TrackMan is great outside, but I practice at my club with a TrackMan indoors, and it will miss spin readings pretty often. Unless you have a ton of light and a little more space between you and the screen. Plus, I think they have the silver dots that they put on the ball. So those things help, but Foresight is the king of indoor. So if you really want the accuracy, I would go with those lads. Luke is asking if we've done any Volvic testing. Not yet, Luca.
Nope.
Not yet. We'd be open to doing it this year, though. Some more details about SkyTrack. People saying it's pretty good. It just doesn't do club delivery, which I think is
makes sense.
Totally fair. I mean, it's a reasonable price. It would be a lot to ask, I would think. What other hobbies do you guys have? Ian?
Gym, obviously, go to the gym.
Yep,
Fitness.
we can both agree on that. Yep.
Boxing.
Ian loves boxing.
Loves boxing.
You love soccer.
Yeah, not as much as I used to, definitely, but I would say I love boxing more than...
Do you?
Oh, yeah, a lot more.
Okay, so boxing for you.
Boxing, yeah. That's it, family life.
Family,
Other than
spend
that.
time with the pooch, the young lad, the
The
wife.
wifey, the boy.
Yep, I play hockey once a week during the winter. I may stop because I keep hurting myself, but I do like it. My finger is still not healed, from October. I was talking to Lindsay last night. I'm like, I cannot believe this pinky finger hasn't improved in like 3 months. It's so bad. The all-time least worth it injury I've ever had in my life. All right. What are you working on with your swing? Give us a little breakdown because you've definitely been hitting it a lot better.
Yeah, a lot better today.
Give us a little kind of Cole's notes.
Trying to, it's funny, Larry asked me this morning, he's like, what are you working on your swing? He's like, you're hitting it better. I'm trying to feel, so we've worked on it for a long time on getting sort of, keeping the radius of the backswing a little bit more consistent. So trying to kind of work on sort of a lot of that stuff. Already, when I get to, when I get a little bit quick in transition, I shorten anyway. When I feel like I get into like a short radius golf swing, I feel like it robs me of the ability to have length in my swing, which gives me timing. So I just kind of end up throwing it because I'm trying to increase. So the distance that handle has traveled is so short that I feel like I have to throw it so quick in order to generate distance. When I feel like I get length to the swing, which is what I'm feeling like I've got right now, then I have time, lots of time. So I can kind of be much more patient with the transition. I work the hand path out a little bit so that I can then get it going left more. So the hand path has to come slightly out in order for then the sweet spot can trail. So there's a big difference between coming over the top and moving the hand path out slightly when the sweet spot trails, and then I can sort of move everything more that way. And that's where that kind of straight balls come from.
Because you basically become significantly more neutral in path, and you become steeper with
which
your
is
irons.
the two things for me. As soon as I can get steeper and more neutral, so like when I'm hitting these shots right now, I'm working on 7-iron, trying to be like that last one was 0.7 in, 2 out, 4 degrees down, 3.9 down. I'm trying to be probably like a degree out to in. And 5 or 6 down, knowing that if I play the game, I'll probably shallow a little bit.
You'll find yourself in between. Good. No, it's definitely looking good. Okay. Were you talking to you're talking to Woods about shaft?
Yeah, that was that.
Okay, so he's saying I was trying to get lighter. Okay, so you're trying to go with a lighter shaft. Can the shift in weight negatively affect the swing?
Lighter shaft can, yeah, can definitely make it.
What was he asking you about initially? I'm not sure.
It was hard to kind of get a question out of it.
Woods, you may need a third follow-up, bud.
Woods, let's make this easier. Let's slide into the DMs.
DM Ian Fraser Golf on Instagram.
DM me and I'll get that one, Woods.
Write him your full question and he'll grab it.
And if you don't have Instagram, email it to info@txg.ca.
Perfect. info@txg.ca. Don't send a million questions there if that isn't you, please, because we will not get them. Kurt, new member, welcome.
Welcome, Kurt.
Welcome.
Welcome to the Madhouse. Apologies for Bandit and Whisker and Austin and Joe. They're just the mad uncles.
A lot of questions about what's in the bag going on. We could probably make a video on that. Ian's bag's changed more than mine, to be honest, but
has it?
Probably.
Yeah, probably has.
I just changed my irons. But
I've got some new wedges in the bag right now.
So save that.
Save it.
We'll either make a video or we'll do that on our next live.
Times are tough, folks.
I know. We got to ration.
Slim pickings right now.
Ration the goodness here.
Slim pickings.
All right.
Hit a few long irons, then I'll hit a few.
This is an interesting question.
Joe's
asking if Ping G410 driver and fairways did not have turbulators, would you consider playing them?
No.
Why?
Just not a head shape I like.
Still big, eh?
I don't like this. I don't like the shape. I don't like the sound.
Okay.
I think they perform really good. G410 fairway woods.
Best.
Really, really good. But just for me,
they're a little quirky looking. To be fair, they look different. The woods. The driver I think looks good, but Joe was also asking about shaft pairings for those. So I would assume usually things that are a little bit counterbalanced do well with ping heads. Nemesis, Joe, has been a good fit. Nemesis, all the Rogue black.
Uh-huh.
The hell else is counterbalanced? Fuji 2.0. Acra has a new counterbalanced option also. I don't know if did they release that in time before all the disaster?
We have it, but
yeah, I'm not sure if it's in stock.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm sure that no one's buying a shaft right now, but
not from what I hear. I hear the club fitting business in the US is still really hot right now.
How?
Which is scary.
Shops are open?
Just like I was talking to the guys at VA, I was talking to Acra. They're all shipping product to the US. Yeah, not enough people are shutting down.
Yikes.
Scary.
Yikes, yikes, yikes. Okay. Getting lots of questions about doing more Foresight course vlogs. Can we do another one? Yes. Not only can we do another one, we'll probably do another many. Many. Probably download a couple new courses today. And we'll film at least 1 or 2. Masters moved to November 9th is the chatter. It'll be interesting. It's kind of near my birthday. I like it. Ryan says, I'm shite. How do I get better? Such a great comment.
Well done, Ryan. How do we have any prizes for that?
That's a great.
That's the best question.
For whatever it's worth, you lighten both our moods.
Yeah.
Ryan, I would recommend many things. Currently, because of isolation, you probably can't hit balls, but you can rehearse indoors, maybe get a net. I would go watch Larry Chung Golf on YouTube. I would watch our pal Tyler McGee, MMG Golf Performance. I would go watch Andrew Rice. I would watch Instagram videos from Gareth Raflewski. I would watch videos from Scott Kelks. And if I'm leaving someone out, I apologize. Those are what the chef recommends. And if anyone knows how to get a hitting net in Canada that isn't a piece of crap, feel free to chime in also, because I've looked and there is nothing you can buy right now that isn't a flaming.
Everyone's running with like a bed sheet, aren't they?
It's wild. So that that Rucket net that's pretty good.
Right.
They don't ship to Canada inexplicably. The only one that you can get to Canada is that net return. But it's
why don't I ask the guys at Golf Supply House for you if you're looking for something?
Do they sell them?
Yeah, oh yeah, they do a ton of installs.
I'd like to do it. Like I would like to set up a little, either just in my backyard or something, just to kind of practice during the week. In between sessions. That's a good question. Caleb's asking, what's the fastest ball speed ever recorded at TXG? We've had some monsters in here, I know that.
Had one guy was Drew. I remember Drew's last name. It's terrible. Lovely guy from San Diego.
Yep.
Probably like 195.
Was he really? 195?
Yeah. He maybe had a little more in the locker than that, but it was about 195.
It's legit.
It's quick.
It's Jamie Sedlowski speed. Okay, Justin is asking, he wants to get his spin down with a 7-iron. He swings it very fast. 8,000 spin with a 7-iron. He's using a Pro V1. Left dash, Justin. Yes, left dash. Probably doesn't want to use AVX because that's pretty soft for someone that's that fast.
Yeah.
Left dash, my friend.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm getting hungry. Is it tasteless for me to eat on a live?
No.
I'm starving.
Sat in popcorn that time, remember?
I know. Yeah, remember that? Who's your customer that had that cheesy caramel popcorn? That stuff was
good, wasn't it?
Oh my God, good.
It was good.
I don't understand why the Open's canceled. I don't get that.
I know.
All right, Adam is a new member. Welcome, Adam. Adam's asking about the shorter hybrid shafts. Adam has a Cobra Speed Zone 1 length hybrid. He reshafted it with a KBS something, TGI. Do you know what that is?
Yep.
He's basically saying it's going great.
Good.
Minimal length change. So he's playing it obviously really short then.
Yeah.
Yeah, Adam, I'm not surprised to hear that. Ian did at least, 3 fittings with that pre-lockdown?
Yeah, three or four.
And they were all, it seemed like a great improvement. I've tested it. It was a no-brainer for me. I'm not saying it's good for everybody, but yeah, if you don't hit your hybrid well, I think it's a great idea.
One.
What are you hitting there, 3-woods?
Got a little 3-wood swing going.
That 3-wood has secured its place in the bag for the year.
It was behaving itself the other day, wasn't it?
Hit a couple. Every shot you hit with it was good.
It's got a different gear from what I'm used to having with the 3-wood.
What are your 3-wood settings? So it's a TS3, it's 15 degree head.
It's a 13.5.
Oh, you have a 13.5.
Yeah. Yeah.
Set just neutral or?
Set it neutral, but I might go to C1.
What does that do?
Sorry, I might go to B1. Might go flat standard loft.
Nice. Requests for Matt Fitz Ian for a hybrid are coming in fast and furious. I think we should do it.
In the sake of content, let's do it. For the lack of other options.
Yeah, but if we find one that you hit better and you like the look of it, you'll switch.
Yeah, true.
Okay. He said yes. Have I seen Kyle Berkshire's on-course YouTube videos? Yes, I took a gander. They are ridiculous. Yeah. It's good. He kind of can dial back his swing a bit and hit irons.
Yeah, he can play pretty good,
He
eh?
can play, yeah.
Well, he was a college golfer.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he played in
I
college.
didn't know that.
Like he was a golfer before he was a long drive.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see if he keeps,
Competitive.
if he kind of develops a YouTube channel. I think it was a great fit for someone like that. I mean, I don't know how close together. That's no good. Oh, it's on camera.
Right in front.
I don't know how intensive their schedule is from an event standpoint. I know it's not as close together as like PGA Tour events. So hopefully he keeps it going. People seem to really like watching his course vlogs. Bandit's hobby is drinking scotch. And we're talking about what our hobbies are.
Nice, Bandit.
It's good.
You're
Turning
a
into
grade A
mine.
hooligan.
Lately, it's been my hobby also. Not
Will you
scotch.
have a little scotch at home?
Bourbon. I like bourbon, yeah. Sorry, Japanese whiskey or bourbon. Scotch, I would drink Johnny Walker Gold, but to be honest, I don't like most scotch. Don't shoot me. Not a fan of the peaty flavors.
I know.
Just couldn't get into it. Okay, Justin's asking, what are some irons that provide great feel?
Some what? Irons?
Irons that provide great feel but good forgiveness. So Justin's a 10 handicap.
Yeah.
I'll throw one in, then you want to throw a couple in?
Go for it.
Honma TWX, Justin,
Great. Good, really good answer.
is my pick. Ian's got one for you.
Yeah. Mizuno MMC.
What are you doing over there?
Taking the tees out.
Sorry, those are probably for me. The T graveyard. Mizuno MMCs are
Yeah.
a great choice. P760 forgiving
760s are good, yeah. 785 Strixon irons.
785 Strixons.
Beautiful.
That's 4 good ones, Justin. You can't hit any more than that in a fitting anyway, so pick one of those 4. All right. Maverick Pro Hybrid. Yeah, it's the one product in the drawer that we have not reviewed. I think it's a little funny looking, personally.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's been doing okay, I would say.
Have you done a few fits with it?
Yeah.
I mean, it might perform well. I just think it looks really weird. I mean, I'm biased though. I really am not a fan of like the box kind of face.
Mm-hmm.
I know Adam's old hybrids were like this, and I'm not saying it's not a good hybrid. For me, I've never been a fan of those, but curious though. I mean, it's got your jailbreak and such in there. Maybe it'll be featured in Ian's fitting. Who knows?
Unlikely. Well, I'm saying unlikely. It's literally a direct replacement for what I've got, though, isn't it? X2 Hot Pro.
So true. Okay, you should have said no. Plus, guess what? It's orange.
Sign me up.
It's got a chance. What are you doing?
I'm working on.
The shot that you did, the one drive you didn't hit good.
No, this one I did hit good, but I had moved the screen. Remember, I moved the screen
that's
over.
right, you
I
aimed
flushed
there.
it, and then I kind of had moved the screen over. So
All right, show us a few. He's on the road hole.
yeah, on the roof.
Okay, there. Ian hit a bad shot. Now you're happy.
Hold on. Give me a couple.
Ryan, new member. Welcome. Welcome. Looks nice, bud. Lovely buttery fade. Whiskers saying, Kudos to Andrew Rice for recording and uploading his lockdown learning. For
Yeah,
those who
good,
can't
eh?
catch it live. Yes, couldn't agree more, Whisker.
Really good.
Yeah, he's had some great people on, great discussions.
Today was an amazing lineup today.
He had Mark Bull yesterday?
Mark Bull was the same day as me.
Oh, he was, okay.
He had Brett McCabe, Scott Fawcett, and George Gankis today.
Jeez. Okay, so if you haven't already, go follow Andrew Rice on Instagram, but also subscribe to his YouTube channel because that's where he uploads the recordings. Blake's asking, what is our Patreon link? Blake, we're not on Patreon anymore. We have switched. We're now using YouTube memberships. We found it to just be a better platform for us. So, bounce.
Nice.
Attaboy. Yeah, if you'd like to join us, we'd love to have you. So just go to our channel homepage and you will see a join button.
Do you know what the thing is with this? The old strategy, this is what's getting me foxed on 17. The old strategy is hit it over the corner of the hotel.
How could that be, though?
But I've just realised I've never played it from the championship tees.
Oh, yeah.
So if you go forward,
Yeah,
you can kind of take a different line. But
is that where they...
like, I mean, I've started that nowhere near the hotel.
No, from that tee, you don't hit it over the hotel. Unless you swoop a huge draw, I guess, right?
And maybe that's true. Maybe
Don't
that's
start hitting draws. It's the last thing you should do.
Just little fades.
Man, these are so good. Just little fades. Get left.
Get over there.
All right, see if we can get a few more questions here. Oh, that was a good swing.
Yeah, that was
Jeez, sounded good.
better.
Boof. 3 in the air. Got a lot of requests to do our next St. Andrews with a bit of wind. We will do it with a bit of wind.
What do you think? What did we thought it was a bit silly at 20, didn't we?
I don't want to be critical of the software, but as soon as you go over 10, it becomes a little bit on the crazy side. The crosswinds become a little wild. I would say not quite what I would experience in real life. So we'll turn some wind on, but it won't be much. We'll do it so that it has its effect, but it's good too.
Yeah.
Look at this ball. Boof. Lovely.
Yeah, safe to say that I've not had a driver in the bag that I've liked since 2016 M2.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah. I mean, talking about like enjoying hitting driver.
No, I hear you. Dude, honestly, as soon as when we were in that TaylorMade meeting, as soon as Tomo passed that around, and I saw the look on your face, I thought you're gonna play that driver. And the good news is you hit it well also, so it's a good combination. Simon, yes, I can get the net return to Canada, but by the time you pay exchange and shipping, it's about $1,000. And given the world situation and not knowing whether I'll have an income in 2 months, I don't know if that's the wisest purchase. They do make a great net, though. It would definitely be my first choice. Matthew, good question. Is there such a thing as a game improvement in driving iron? Definitely.
What would you say was the biggest game improvement one you've seen? There's two that spring to my mind.
Well, not in a good price range, but the PXG is big, and the Strixon.
Strixon as well.
Strixon is a good, normal priced item. U85?
Yeah, I mean, I look at the
U85 would be my choice.
The U85.
Just for that category, I think, no?
I mean, U5 510.
Okay. Yep, U510 from Titleist, Matthew, is good too. That is their game improvement version. One of those three will serve you quite well.
A little pin crossover, maybe?
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, pin crossover probably is the most
Probably.
standard kind of looking. Yeah, there's some good options there for you. Swing, but still looking good. What are your, here, let me pop your numbers up on that last. Did you hit that good?
Necked it a little bit, but it was good. Solid enough.
Let's look at that. I'm curious how your numbers are looking.
I thought necked it. It's funny,
Jeez,
when I
that is
feel like a
so
neck
much-
it.
Dude, that's so much better though.
Yeah.
Like you were 8 degrees up 2 weeks ago.
And how
four?
much into it. I was
At
like
least 4 or
6.
5,
yeah, I felt like my worst swings were like 6, 7 into out and
You're in a
just
really good spot.
flipping at it.
You also seem like you're kind of cruising around 115.
Yeah.
I think that whatever you're doing with that tempo, that effort level is good for you. I think to me, as soon as you the practice round we did,
Yeah.
when you were trying to hammer it,
Yeah.
those were all your ones that were 9 degrees up and
Yeah, that for me for sure
tough.
is the
tough to swing.
the bad swing is when I try to feel safe, I aim left, and then I go kind of make that swing where I kind of get it going in like that. So I kind of go inside and do one of those on it,
I hear you. Yeah.
right? And you kind of catch that open-faced one that goes out of town.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Whereas when you said it to me, like when I aim more square, I get the club moving down more,
Yes.
and then I force my body to have to rotate. So you can't. So that's faking it. Aiming open is just
hitting a big
faking
block,
it.
right?
Whereas if I can just square things up, and then just swing with a little bit more just general purpose. I can get it squared up.
Oh, look good, eh?
Yeah. I mean, that's the numbers you and I were talking about there. That was 12 launch, 2,300.
It's perfect. That is perfect. Zane is asking, have you guys ever had a hole in one? I have not.
In real life?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2.
Ian's had 2.
Had one playing in a Pro-Am, and one,
UK?
yeah, and one over here.
Nice.
Yeah,
In the States or Canada?
Canada.
Where?
Turnberry.
Did you?
Aye.
Such a good little...
So good, that place. That would be a great place for a little,
There are some legit
bit.
holes on the course. They did a great job.
it's unbelievable. One of
You
my
st- you
most
still haven't
enjoyable
been
places
you still
to
haven't been
play.
to Eagle's Nest, though.
I know.
It's
No, I've never been to
It's
Eagles
the
Nest.
same.
Yeah.
The same people built it.
Yeah, I shot 4 under around that.
No, you
Round,
did.
yeah, round
Turnberry.
Turnberry. And I came
Jeez.
in the day I had the hole in one, and I came in and Joey, the head pro, was like, "Oh, how do you boys play?" I was like, "Yeah, it's pretty decent. I had a hole in one," and he said, "What did you end up shooting?" I was like, 4 under. He's like, "Dude, he's like 2 unders the course record."
Yeah, I was gonna say I wouldn't have been surprised
Yeah.
if you would have had the record.
There was a few guys, Brian McCann and Danny King.
The course is extremely
Yeah.
hard.
So he's like, "Sign your card," and but I don't even know if it's still
Should call him.
considered a course record.
I wonder if it still stands. Dude, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Raymond's asking if we fit any other YouTube coaches. Yes, we have. Larry Chung.
LC, the
I know you
YouTube
help.
coach.
You do help Tyler McGee with his clubs
Yep.
from time to time.
for sure.
So yeah, definitely. Any other YouTube coach that may want to come by? Well, not now, but in a year. All right, Ryan is asking. Ryan was fitted to Acra FX. Oh, geez, Louise. Acra FX 2.0 250 M4 and 200F. I'm assuming that's the Fairway
Yep,
M4
lovely.
shafts. He purchased a Fairway shaft. It turned out to be a 250 M4 cut down to 42 inches.
Oh.
Can he make that work?
No. What is that, 250 cut down? No.
Ian says no.
No, unlikely for that to be any good, unfortunately.
Good. The Salty Sea Dog is asking, do you prefer links or parkland golf courses?
Parkland.
Do you?
Yeah.
That's funny. Just because you've
I
done
grew
the
up.
links?
I grew up a little inland on the west coast of
Oh,
Scotland.
okay, that makes sense.
So I grew up next to Loch Lomond Golf Club, which is, in my opinion, the best inland course in Europe.
So Loch Lomond's considered a parkland course?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's lush. When we go play there, it'll blow your mind. If it's not the best course you've ever played, I'll be shocked.
That's your favorite, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I would love
Yeah.
to. It's not what people associate with Scottish golf.
No,
I guess.
no.
Unless you
It's
are
not what
Scottish.
we're known for, that's for sure.
Right. Okay, Eric is playing a Cobra F8 Plus. Weight is at the front. Aldila, I think that's an Aldila. 2KXV blue.
Uh-huh.
Swings at 110. 260 average, a little on the heel. Push fade, high ball flight. Sounds like a lot of spin.
Yeah.
F8 Plus is a higher spin head for sure. We've tried it in here a bunch.
Yeah. Yeah, we did, didn't we? We found that.
I would say you should probably go for a fit.
Yeah.
Check out some lower
Have
spin
a
heads.
look at some other heads, maybe some of that era. If you're looking to save a few bucks, something like a Rogue Sub-Zero was good at that time.
Yep. It does seem like you might be looking for a new
Something
driver. He's
new
asking about
in the
some
line.
Maverick is a good choice. Cobra's Speed Zone's a good choice. Sim's a good choice. G410 LSD is a good choice. Who isn't a good choice? Titleist TS3 is a good choice. New Mizuno driver is a good choice. So go get fit. Most things will be lower spin than that F8 Plus.
Hooky one.
Joe is asking, main difference between the Mitsubishi DF and the Tensi Pro White?
I mean, they're made, the Tensei line is made in China, the Diamana range is made in Japan.
So it's supposed to be a higher end product?
The Diamana is the flagship product from a bend profile standpoint.
Yep.
Similar curves, similar curves. I will look at which one. I think the Tensei is probably a little bit softer in the midsection, but I'll double check on that one.
Okay. Ventus Black is a pretty different shaft from those, I'm assuming?
Similar idea.
Similar idea?
Similar idea.
Okay. Of those three, what would you say you do the most fits for?
Good question. We haven't done Tensei a lot because it became so widely available in OEM.
Fair.
DF we do really well with. Ventus Black has been big this year. Been a big
probably
year.
One of those two?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Samuel's asking, what is our favorite driving iron
What is our favourite driving iron?
of the year?
I mean, P790 is definitely the one we do the most
Is it?
volume with, yeah.
Okay, P790.
Let's see if I can get the speed up a little bit, Matty.
Yeah, let's see you hit a couple. Don't get it up too much, though. You're already hitting it over 300 anyway.
That's the thing for me, isn't it? When I try to get it up, that's when it kind of falls off a little
And
bit.
there's just so little benefit.
I know.
Like
So
you hit
true.
how many shots did you hit? 315, 320
Yeah.
on Friday. Like what's another 10
know.
yards worth? It doesn't mean much.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really not of great value. Definitely
No.
could see that. You just end up mishitting it. Like that's solid but necky.
Yeah.
Or just maybe low.
Probably just low. It sounded a little higher
Yeah.
pitch. It's a perfect miss, 300 yards. Yeah, 26 spin's not bad though.
Yeah, it's a
Low groove.
good driver for me in the mishits, isn't it?
It really is. Is that shaft you're using, would that be tip trimmed? Someone's asking?
All of our shafts in our demo matrix are cut 3/4 of an inch.
Okay. Everyone remember
Everyone.
that. Please remember that for the number of times we answer it. 3/4 of an inch for every shaft on the wall. Jeff's asking, cart golf or walking golf? For me, I walk most of my rounds at my home club, but I'll do cart golf with friends at times. Just depends on what people like. Jeff's also asking, he plays Wish-On single-length Sterling irons. He likes a standard swing weight or slightly heavier. Shaft recommendation. How do you make swing weight stay the same in one lengths?
I mean, they will, as long as you pick constant weight shafts.
Constant
head
weight
weights stay the same.
So Jeff, you want a constant weight option. Who makes constant weight options?
Everyone.
Everyone does?
Yeah. Any kind of taper tip.
Best kind of answer.
Yeah, everyone.
Constant.
Yeah.
Hi. See you hit another one.
See if I can get some. I feel like with that fade swing, about 164, 165 is where I'm maxing it out. Almost need to see if I can turn one, I think, to get that.
You don't.
I know.
You just
But
don't.
I feel like it's one of those things, when you feel like you can do the straight one, you go, what else can it do?
Now,
You
is
know?
there any value in that? Or is it just because you want to see?
I think everyone wants more, don't they?
Of course.
Yeah.
The
Everyone
minute
wants
you have
more.
a good, I'm so guilty of it. The minute you have a good session hitting balls,
Yeah.
the first thing you do, let's go.
Let's see if
Hit
we
some
can get
drivers.
to the
Let's
next
see
gear.
how far I can hit a driver. And
Yeah,
then
like-
everything just goes.
Once you can live in the mid 160s, mid to low 160s for me, you'll kind of get to 170.
But the thing is, like, so let me play devil's advocate.
Yep.
You average 165 ball speed right now?
Yeah.
Or 166, or who cares what it is?
Yeah.
If you started averaging 170, is it going to matter?
In the grand scheme of things, it will be, well, great. Here's a great tidbit from the guys at Ping. For every, you need to be 3 yards longer to offset 1 yard of accuracy loss.
That's a great little...
It's a great one, isn't it? I thought that one was
So
brilliant
if you're 1 yard more crooked, you better hit it 3 yards further.
to offset it from a strokes gain perspective.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
that's really good, isn't it?
speaking of things to take note of.
I know. So if you are, if you're 10 yards more offline
Yeah.
with one drive versus another, you better be 30 yards longer.
So that's the thing. So for
good,
you,
isn't it?
if you picked up 5 miles an hour ball speed,
Yeah.
what is that, 10 yards? 12 yards?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you pick up, well, for every mile an hour club head speed, we're going to get 2.7 yards.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
we're going
so
to get,
just like 13 yards.
yeah.
So that would mean that if you got 4 more yards offline, goodbye.
Yeah.
That's such a
It's
good,
nuts, isn't it?
makes perfect sense. Unless you play at a golf course that is 100 miles wide and no rough. Ian's driver shaft is a Acra RPG. It is an M4 Plus.
Yeah, currently not using an X-Flex.
But it's kind of an X-Flex, no?
It is. It is.
Sort of?
It measures when you look at the
CPM rating, it's
CPMs. It is, but it's a stiff. It's not an X.
Just shows you though that shaft flex isn't always the the moniker isn't always the best thing to go by, especially when you have a CPM machine and you can do whatever the hell you want. Dave's asking when we're going to have a 4K feed instead of 720p, when internet bandwidth takes a leap and bound in the the Greater Toronto area for businesses. It is hard to get good internet. 4K streaming is a wild scene. You got to have a hell of a connection.
Yeah. How do we get that, or do we get it?
Well, you could do whatever you want. It's just, you know how it's going to be. It's not going to be, you don't have enough upload speed.
Right.
You've only got like 7 Mbps or whatever the hell it is.
Right.
You need a lot more than that. I put it down to 720 because it's never dropped out since I did that. It's always smooth. Audio's better. I would love to put it back to 1080, but for now,
Matty is the digital master.
yeah, I'm just trying to keep it. I'd rather it be a little less sharp and more reliable. But when things die down, I'm definitely going to attend a visit from your cable provider.
Yeah.
So that when the answers to questions are given, I can say, no, that's crap.
Well, there's the answer to the quicker one there, Matty.
Goes left.
It's the first one in the bushes.
And
the
it
first
will-
one in the shrubbery.
And you weren't really much quicker.
No, I
1
know.
mile an hour
Gained
faster.
2 miles an hour.
Dude, honestly, those smooth ones are as good as I've seen you swing. Those are so good.
Little smoothie, 162, 163.
Bryce is saying that Eagle's Nest is a must for you. I agree. Ian would like. I think you'd like it. It's you know what the thing about Eagle's Nest is. There's a bunch of links holes. There's
Right.
also a bunch of parkland holes.
Is it really?
It has both. It's an interesting piece of land. The only thing that's a bit weird about it is there's a ton of elevation change, so it won't remind you of anything.
Right.
People would be like, oh, Ian, play Eagle's Nest, it'll be like Scotland. It's not like Scotland because it's not flat.
Huh.
It's also very like sand-based, very firm in the summer. It's cool. You can hit some mile-long drives downhill there. Really fun. Jim is asking, what is the best wedge for players with a lot of forward shaft lean? Good question. Average turf conditions. Lots of shaft lean.
If we're talking full shots,
We would be, yeah.
go down the Volky hand ground route, get something with
That's a thing.
yeah. You
Hand
can request a little kind of pre-worn anti-dig
So
on the
you'll want
leading
to
edge.
blunt the leading edge because
Yeah.
you're presenting it.
You're
like that.
trying to just shallow that entry into the turf.
So if Jim doesn't want to go specifically with Volky, could he go to like a really good custom wedge grinding place and say,
Yeah.
dull my leading edge?
We could do it here
Okay,
for sure. Mikey could do it.
perfect. Perfect.
Michael could do it.
Young Mikey.
All right, last drive, and then I'll come
You
and
take a little
answer
breather?
some questions
Okay.
with you, pal.
Yeah, actually, I'll leave this question for you because I won't be able to answer it. It's good, just didn't fade, eh?
Yeah, just Oh, soft
He's in
bounce.
play.
Soft bounce.
Am I right that usually when they play there, that kind of wispy stuff on the left, it's playable, but it's not
You're
good.
literally, you're trying to hit it into that.
Oh, because it's like sparse, right?
So easy to hit out of that.
I'm trying to remember what. It's been a while since. When was the last time the Open was there? That was when
15.
Zach Johnson won. It was, right? Jordan Spieth was not in the play.
Yeah, that was it. Spieth
Was he in
missed
the
by
playoff?
one. He missed,
Oh, he missed
the
by one.
playoff by one.
I still remember watching that thinking, like, this
like-
guy's going to win 4 majors. I do actually remember thinking that was going to happen.
Okay, boys. Early shout. Matt and I are going to shoot 59 today.
Oh, yeah. So you keep driving it like that.
We are shooting 59 today.
Today is the day. I got to eat something. I'm going to pass out. How are we doing for time? Okay, so we're actually not too bad on questions. So guys, if you've asked a question, or sorry, if you haven't asked, save it for next time. Ian's going to answer a bunch more now, and then we'll probably go off and do some filming.
Guys, thanks for staying with us. This is
Dude, it's cold in here. What is going on? I'm freezing.
this is unlike you.
I think something's like changed. You know why? Because usually I'm hitting and I'm sitting.
I know.
Now I know why you're cold.
Yeah, that's why. So I've literally got like gear for when we do this live, and I've got a change of gear for when
For hitting
we start hitting. Yeah.
I just watched the Still Game episode where what's his name steals all the electricity. He's got
Winston's got the lecky.
3 bars there, 3 bars there, 12 bars total. Actually, there's 18 bars total. 3 more in the closet and 2 in the kitchen.
Fire on 3 bars. I'm no caring. All right, high swing speed, high spin player. Playing C-taper 130. Good shaft, but feel like they lack feel. Too stiff in the butt section or other options. Give Dynamic Gold X7 a try. It's your little tipple. It's a great feeling shaft. That
I've actually gotten to a point where if I'm not hitting my own iron at this point, I don't like the feel of anything else.
Yeah,
I really like these now.
It's a really, really good shaft. 92 mile an hour 5-iron, good speed. Currently gaming X4's 18s, nice iron with X100. Should I stick with it or move to an S3 or S4? I mean, you're on the cusp. I would say you're probably not a natural X100. You could be an S300 player. You could go, to be honest, I would probably actually recommend go with a Project X65. Drop the weight a little bit, keep the flex up, but it's a good, really good shaft. Let's see. What's Joe saying to it? Joe is currently watching you guys while hitting into my Maverick Pro net.
Love it.
Fancy sending a quad?
It's your quad.
All right.
The Rocket appears to be the best bang for your buck from left. It's like 150 US bucks and you can hammer drivers into it.
Is that right?
Yeah. I don't care what anyone says, that's an accomplishment. 150 bucks for something you can hit a driver into?
I know.
It's wild.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
It's really good.
It is good. You're good. Right. What else? Let's see, old Matty boy hit a few in the road hole.
Oh, to the hotel.
First swing's standard goes into the hotel.
Always. Has to.
All right, let's see it. We got down the. This is a nice one for you. Over sort of this.
I'll swoop it
This
there.
little V.
That's what they aim at, isn't it?
Maybe.
What is that, like a
Well,
conference
no,
center?
because it can't be, because most people are hitting draws, and you're on the
yeah,
side of it hitting a draw. So at the white V,
With a sling.
aye, pummeled. Oh, he almost hit the V with an open face. Get over there. Fairway number 2.
Oh, I'm sliding. Get my tripod back over here.
What's the best driver this year, in your opinion, Matty?
In my experience?
2020, best driver of the year. All things considered, generalize everything.
Who's gonna? Yeah, okay. So what will people end up in the most?
Yeah.
Either I don't know.
Give us 3. Give us 3. You're either going to fit into one of these 3.
G410,
Yep.
one of them. A sim. some description.
Like a semi, yep.
It's hard to say either Titleist
Hard,
or Callaway.
I know.
One of the two.
And you
Titleist
can
or
Speed
Callaway.
Zone Extreme for a lot of people, so consistent.
I would say it's going to be your spoiled for choice. This year.
Spoiled for choice.
Yeah, you're spoiled for choice. And everyone's making 3 drivers now, so.
Would you please do a video on sound?
No!
Bryce, come on, man.
We already did.
Is this your first time? The Godfathers will have you for a question like that.
Seriously.
We have done a video on sound, but we're going to do a better video on sound with our friend
Gabe's going to give us a hand with
Gabester's gonna
doing
help.
probably a much better job.
Ian. In your opinion, who is the best club fitter I've worked with? Oh, look at that one.
It's a little more like
El
it, eh?
Pipey. See, that's the gear I do not have. That's kind of probably the value for me to. This is 5. So that was a crazy high launch, low
It
spinner.
wasn't even good. You don't have to swing any faster than that.
No,
You
I
don't.
know, I know.
I'm telling you.
But I think being able to have an extra 10 in the locker if you need it. Like I don't have a gear in the locker right now.
When do you need it though? Scrambles?
I mean, probably like that hole, just some of those holes where you kind of want to turn a par 5 into a par 4.
True. Yeah, like birdie opportunities.
Yeah.
It's fair.
All right, what's the swing here?
I'm going to try to make a swing where I feel like I'm not sliding, and I'm going to hammer it.
Love it.
Get myself loosened up for the scramble.
Oh, he's hit a beauty, folks.
Toey, but it's good. Get down that hill.
Get down.
What's that? We got to firm these conditions up for later.
Yeah, so true, isn't it? It's soft.
We got some good comments saying that the putting performance was a lot more enjoyable to watch in our last one.
Oh, good.
Which I'd agree. It was more enjoyable for us as well.
Yeah, we found a little system, didn't we? Proprietary.
Proprietary system,
'Cause we're-
patented.
Just in case we ever have any competitions against other YouTubers, we will not be telling you what our
Yeah.
system is.
Tell you, whatever we'll tell you is it does work.
Aye.
Helps us not make asses of ourselves.
Best club fitter I have ever worked with. Joseph Hughes.
Oh,
Mr. Joseph Hughes.
Joseph.
One of my best friends in the whole wide world and a phenomenal club fitter
Hi.
in Scotland.
Loves mushrooms also.
Loves a nice mushroom in his lasagna.
How many mushrooms can you get in a lasagna?
Is there a mushroom in lasagna? Was there a mushroom near the lasagna?
How much ice can you get in my Diet Coke?
Is there potential for a mushroom in the kitchen? Okay.
This is feeling a little better than yesterday.
Yeah, I was going to say that to me just looks like you're aiming for a swooper but hitting it dead straight.
So I'm noticing when I don't slide, the face actually stabilizes a bit.
Yeah.
And by stabilizing, I mean it actually stays open in a good way.
Go to your like stock flight again. So let's aim. Let's see. Let's aim just left of that white line, and just play for a pretty neutral one.
This is not a day I want to hit balls live. I'm perfectly honest with you.
I know. I hear you.
But I suppose I did it to you, so you'll do it to me. It's only
I'm just getting into club building as a hobbyist.
Oh, I hit a good one. Oh no, it's
I
faded.
got you. We're
Faded a
tracking
bit. I should look
Faded
at the
a
numbers
bit.
on that.
That was
felt
nice,
That
eh?
felt good, yeah. I'm not sure how I did that.
It's a tough hole, this one.
That was just really neutral. That's good.
Look at that strike.
This is one that bugs me. Given the strike and the spin, can we safe to say that dynamic loft reading is not accurate? How could I put 12 degrees of dynamic loft on it?
Safe. Safe
Can't
to say.
be, right?
Safe to say.
Good. That's just for my own, because as soon as I see that number, I assume I made a shit swing.
I know. And that's where you can't, you just can't live and die by those numbers.
Yeah, you got to pick the ones that make sense. That's the open, makes sense.
Little opener. Okay, back to Chris. And just getting into club building as a hobbyist, quarantine boredom. What are your thoughts on spine finding and flow? To be honest, we're in the very fortunate position that we get to work with the absolute best components in the world. Generally speaking, there's less irregularities in the concentric flex of the shaft or the consistency of the sort of shaft on 360 degrees. So we don't really see that big of a difference. Now, we're going to do a pretty decent test, aren't we, on the SST at some point. We're going to get 2 sets built and we're going to have Mac test them. So we'll get back to you a little bit later on that.
SST is different than spine and flow, or is it the
It
same?
is different, yeah. It's flowing and spine, spine finding is a manual process, whereas SST is obviously controlled by a machine.
Right.
What is it about the sim driver Ian is enjoying? Is it working better as a low spin model than most? I think it's fast. It is fairly low spin for me. But it's pretty stable as well. Like I hit a bunch of miss hits earlier low in the face.
Yes,
and it did not kick up and spin, or it did not give me kind of bad numbers.
No.
Retained a lot of speed.
It's a good overall driver. Good in
Good one.
everything.
Good one. Favorite courses in FSX? What's your favorite numero uno so far?
I like Pebble. I like Pebble.
Pebble's good, isn't it?
Yep.
Favorite foursome? Not Whisker or Bandit?
What, like pros?
Who would you want to play with? 3 other people.
Tiger.
T-dubs.
Tiger. What, like modern day players?
Whoever
Probably.
you want.
Tiger. Maybe Ricky. And this will be good. Should throw a wild card in that isn't like a pro golfer.
Yeah.
Charles Barkley. I feel like you'd just be peeing your pants. all the
Honestly,
time.
I mean, this is going to sound ridiculous. I would play with my dad.
Oh yeah, you've said this before.
I'd play with my dad. I mean, my
Now you're
answer,
making me sound like an ass.
no, but like if I had 1 round left to play,
Oh, is that what the question was?
well, if you had
Now it is.
your fancy 4-ball, if I had 1 round left to play for the rest of my life, I'd play with my dad, I'd play with Joe, and I'd play with Mikey.
Nice.
That'd be my 4-ball of choice.
4 lads.
4 lads. Currently playing S400s. Iron speed is low to mid 90s. Okay, really want to try steel fiber 110 and X-Flex. Any input as to what to expect? Expect a world of change. Everything changes. Balance point goes higher. Weight's obviously less. Shaft gets stiffer. Everything will change, Bruce. So just maybe build 1 iron to start with. Test it, see if you like it before committing to the whole thing.
Good advice.
Let's see. Oh, apparently Bill's saying there's no thumbs down today. Where's the thumbs downer?
I almost missed the guy.
Where is
I'm telling you, I think because we shamed him last time.
a turd bag? As long as the video and audio works, it's all good.
Good.
Not sure what that is. What's better? Oh, there we go. Thumbs down from someone.
We heard us.
The turd bag's in the house.
Hello, turd bag.
What's better, MOI matching, shafts, or puring?
Not the same thing, is it?
No, a bit different. Both are just options. Don't think any of them are better, but both are good options. That looked like it had some pop, Matty boy.
It's a little better.
Whiskers. Oh, there's 2 thumbs down. Nice.
Both of
Nice,
you.
nice,
Hope you're
nice.
having a terrible day. And it hopefully gets worse.
Yeah. Ian and Matt, best stand bag in your opinion? I like the Ping Hoofer. What do you like?
Do you?
No, that's just
Oh,
from,
sorry.
from Jeff saying that.
Vessel.
Vessel. Yeah, Vessel's really good.
Vessels making.
I've really liked the current bags.
Oh, yeah, OGOs are
the
great
ones
bags,
that
too.
you and I have. I think
I would
that's a
say
really
kind of
good
like
bag.
your mid-price range. OGO is a great bag.
So one of the thumbs downers took it back. Oh, they both took it back. They're gone. They were just a wee joke. Just a wee joke.
Trying to turn us, rile us up. I didn't know you could take it back.
Yeah, I didn't know that, yeah. Oh. TJ saying FSX challenge time. We might get one today.
Not live, but sure.
We might get one.
Yeah, you're hitting it good. You speak. I looked at it the other day. It was only like 47 points.
Oh, thumbs down's back.
Nice. Welcome back. What's going on here? I like.
Sean, driver swing speed is 110 with a 6 iron and with a 6 iron at 90. Fight high spin with the driver, but lack spin with the irons. Sounds like you've got a strike location issue. Any ball recommendations to help me out? I would get on top of why that is happening, Sean. I mean, I'm not big on throwing band-aids on these things, so I would get to the bottom of why that is. So, are you using too much loft perhaps in the driver? Is that why it's spinning? Is the CG too deep in the head? Things like that. So, in terms of a low spin ball, Left Dash Pro V1X and TP5X are two great options. Let's see. Justin was pulling my Modus 120 stiffs. I'm a bit of a plane changer, recently refit to DG S400s. Yep, love it, Justin. A little bit more weight to manage it. Mr. Fraser, sing Matt happy birthday tomorrow on Instagram. Tomorrow?
My birthday tomorrow.
That is not.
I was not born in the month of April. Nor would I want to be.
Matty boy.
Find a little rhythm for today, hopefully, somewhere.
I think you're swinging nicely today. Look like you've definitely got more flow. You're not doing as much of that.
I need to just.
That's too tough.
I need to well, I can't play golf like that. No, that's a drill thing.
Yeah,
I won't do that unless
1000%. I think that's a really good
it's got to be for drills.
catch. It is a drill thing. Yeah, that's something, Matty, that has to. When you play, if it's there, it's there, and if it's not, it's not.
Yeah, because it's not going to be found on the course.
Yeah.
Here you go.
John,
your teeth.
John was fit a club champion and don't agree with their numbers. His ball speed was 176 with a driver, 134 with a 6 iron. They put me into a Modus 120 stiff.
Oh boy.
I would agree with you not agreeing.
I agree with your lack of agreement.
Yeah. I mean, that just seems like I always default to give the fitter the benefit of the doubt because I didn't see it and I didn't see what they saw. But the reality is that's an unlikely solution for any of your problems, I would imagine. Joe Lane is asking difference between even flow T1100 and 10C Pro White, opposite ends of the spectrum. One is high balance point, one is low balance point. Oh, look at that little rascal. Oh, there we go. That little beauty. 328 down the pipey. Nice. Yeah, very different. But I mean, both pretty stout. I would say 10C Pro White's a little bit more tip stiff. Matt, talk a little bit more about the whiskey you like.
Whiskey?
Hi.
Japanese.
Japanese, eh?
I like Japanese whiskey. Or
What's
Johnny Walker
about
Gold.
The,
Japanese whiskey is generally very smooth, kind of more fruity notes, as far as I can read from the bottle.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good. It's just good on a little bit of ice.
Have you noticed Whiskers?
I have, yeah.
Well, that's so good. So good. Apparently my mic is on the... there must be something that be in my pocket, eh?
Might be, yeah.
Scrunchy. Sorry, boys. Sorry. Okay, April. One of my favourite people. What is the low end of the range of swing speed that you can help with a fitting? That's a great question. There, I would say, there's no range. Anywhere from the slowest you can think of to the highest you can think of. Anytime you're at the end of the scale with anything, anytime you're at the end of the scale with anything, you need more help. Whether you are playing just because you're beginning, you need the right tools to develop. On the professional tour, you need to be playing your best, and everything in between. So I think we can really help players who are slower swing speeds with set composition, making sure you've got the right blend of loft, fairway woods. Fairway woods are better than hybrids when you're just starting out, to have deeper CG, less irons, more hybrids. So having the right blend is key. Mic issues. Sorry guys, there seems to be mic issues. Let us know if it's still bad. Russ, hey boys, how many times have you seen players do enough work in their swing to warrant different types of shaft? That's a great question. Really good one. That's it, boy. Leakage. Not often, Russ, to be honest. I think your swing DNA and your timing doesn't tend to change regardless of whether you change a nuance in your swing. Like, I've changed something fairly drastically in my swing recently. I don't think Matt, would you say my timing has changed?
No, definitely not.
Right, and I'm playing the same shafts. I always use Tiger as the baseline for this, because under Butch, under Haney, under Foley, under Como, he always used the exact same irons, exact same shafts. He wasn't trying to get the shaft to fit his swing tempo. So, not really needed. Can we recommend any fitters in Dubai? Any good fitters in Dubai? I don't know any good fitters. I know eGolf Outlet do a great job out in Dubai, but I don't know any of the guys personally. Maybe do a little bit of research, Raul. There was a guy called Jason who used to work for Callaway. I think he maybe works with eGolf Outlet now as one of their fitters, but now who's my man at eGolf Outlet? Who is that man?
I don't know already.
eGolf Megastore.
That's in Dubai.
It's in Dubai.
Okay.
I forget the name of him, but try and look out for Jason. Matt, is your mic rubbing your collar? You guys are wondering?
I don't know. I'm done anyway.
Piped it and he's done. Piped it and he's done. All right. Matt gets a thumbs up for the whiskey comment. Yes, Joe, Evenflow White has the higher balance point. That's correct, my man. Ian, are you able to clear up the misnomer about torque in these shafts and what it means? I find that a lot of people get it confused. Torque is a value that will often be associated to feel. So the torsional resistance, low being obviously more resistant, high being less resistant, will generally give you different feedback from the shaft. Players who don't like the feeling of a stiff shaft, but often need they need what a stiff shaft offers, I would go higher in torque with that player. So I can kind of almost cheat them into playing them what I want to play while they get the performance characteristics that they need.
How are we doing on volume of questions?
Doing okay. I'm just kind of scooting past a bunch.
Sure. Why don't we take a couple more if there's any supers in there that we need to get, and then we can play some golf.
Whisker's asking, what are the 10 golf balls in the Mr. Fraser egg carton in your fitting station? A little combination of Bridgestone, TaylorMade, Titleist Mizuno. There is some Snell golf balls in there. It actually might be more than 10, to be honest, Whisker. That 10 was maybe a pretty round number I used. I use different price points as well, because customers will often have their own preference. It's not for me to decide how much they should spend on a golf ball. I'll give them the best recommendation at the price point they're most comfortable with. Jack is saying, I know you guys are really like the Honma TWX. What are your thoughts on the sole being so large? Negatives around. It is large, Jack, but if you look closely at the leading edge, it does have pre-wear in it. If I kind of grab one for you, I can show you. TWX, where are you, you rascal? There, it's there, up in the corner. So you can just see right there on that leading edge. It's kind of like a Strixon V-sole, but forward. So like I always say about the Strixon V-sole, that V-sole is phenomenal if you're a fraction, if you're a fraction on the steep side, because your low point is out in front of the golf ball more. You'll then get the help of that sole spitting the club back out of the turf. But if you're on the shallow side and your low point is close to the ball, you need that little bit of relief closer to the leading edge. Okay.
Do you want to finish your little warm up? I'll take the last couple.
I'm good.
You're good?
I'm good.
Okay. If we're up to date, sure. Yeah, we can.
We're right at the end.
Okay.
We're right at the end.
Good stream today. Yeah.
Guys, we've managed to get, we had a couple of thumbs down. We managed to get it redressed it. So
good.
Yeah, they're out. They're kicked out.
Yeah, we better end now then.
I know. Well, it's good. Okay, guys. From both of us, thanks so much for joining us. We really do appreciate the live sort of audiences we're getting at this point. I think it's really, really good.
Absolutely.
We've got a few ideas now, I think, for some good videos.
Definitely.
Thursday, we'll be back again on Thursday.
Yes.
We've turned it into Monday, Thursdays. You guys have probably noticed that.
Do another live Thursday
A
morning?
little live on Thursday morning. It's an easy way for us to get in contact with you guys and keep each other entertained during this time. Maybe do a little putting.
Putting videos would be good, yeah.
A putting video.
Yeah.
I might get young Mikey to sneak in and build up 3 different putters. If I can get the same head, 3 different putters. Standard steel shaft, standard stability, and standard stability tour.
Good idea.
Would be interesting, wouldn't it?
Would be.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Russ is saying, thanks so much, guys. Really helps my mental health. I think that is a big thing for everyone right now.
Absolutely.
Everyone's state of mind is being affected by this. Keeping each other occupied for a period of time, entertained, where we can switch modes from being bored or, the monotony of not doing as much as we normally do. I think it's very important to have a period of your day where you're doing something you really enjoy, and that's why we really enjoy doing these videos.
It's been really good for I think both of us.
It has been good for us, yeah.
I would definitely, I think I'd be struggling more with this time if it weren't for us being able to come in.
No question.
And do this for you guys. So it's good.
No question.
Happy to do it.
Love to you all. Stay safe, and we'll see you on Thursday.
All right.
Okay. Good.
Nice.